Bodybuilding is vain and stupid. It is a mindless, redundant, and completely useless activity. Some people might argue that lifting weights makes you a better person. I believe it has nothing to do with authentic personal development. It has everything to do with vanity, envy, and the fear of looking like shit in a bathing suit. Listen, if mindlessly lifting weights feels good for you, knock yourself out. I'm not saying bodybuilders are stupid people, but bodybuilders are stupid people. The discipline that it requires to be that dumb is astounding. It takes a certain stupidity to want to look like you can barely reach behind your back and wipe your ass on the toilet. More importantly, bodybuilding vehemently violates an important principle in the world of exercise science and functional fitness. That's the SAID principle, specific adaptations to impose demands. Essentially, what you habitually do, you get better at. But did you ever stop and think that some adaptations may not be so good for you? If you occupy space which values and prioritizes vanity and aesthetics above actual merit and performance, then it only makes sense that you adopt the beliefs and behaviors that support that system of thinking and being. Have you ever just wondered why you do the things that you do? Why does acquiring a specific body type seem so important? As a functional fitness practitioner, it is my mission to free you, to break free from one belief that you're not good enough, that your only value lies in what you look like, that if you don't look a certain way, you won't be loved and respected. I want you to be honest with yourself. And if you truly believe that, then I have to tell you that you're wrong. I'm not saying wanting to improve yourself and get in better shape is a waste of time. But why do you want to improve yourself? And what does being healthy actually mean to you specifically? I recently watched a short clip of one of the famous top bodybuilders of the, let's say, early 2000s era, Ronnie Coleman.
Let's go, baby! Go!
This man was a monster, a literal monster. But now, if you look at him, in this video that I'm talking about, he's been reduced to a prune, just a shriveled up version of his former self. Now, we all know that pro bodybuilders take steroids. There's no denying that. I mean, to look like that, you have to be putting needles in your body. So it's just unfortunate that now his body is paying the price for the things that he did in his younger years. And a lot of these bodybuilders, it seems like they don't really have the foresight or the capacity for reason to really look beyond their current behaviors to realize how destructive they are. I mean, to be eating the way they do, training the way they do, it completely violates the laws of nature. Going back to the SAID principle, if you're constantly putting your body through just these heavy loads, right? Squatting 800 pounds, bench pressing 400 or 500 pounds, it's only a matter of time till you get a rotator cuff tear. It's only a matter of time until your hip fucking pops, your knee gets all fucked up. Because the body can only take so much. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of naturally strong people out there. And, I'm not saying that it's 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 wrong to be strong, or that it's wrong to have a big muscular physique. But there's limits, right? And once we start to push past these limits, that's when we get hurt. That's when injuries happen. That's why I think bodybuilding is totally absurd. And it really just has no room. I think it has absolutely no relevancy to actual athletic performance. So the people, the bodybuilders that have the audacity to call themselves athletes, get the fuck out of here. You're not an athlete, bro. You're not Usain Bolt. You're not Barry Sanders. Like, how dare you even compare yourself to that of a professional boxer or even football player? I mean, dude, all you're doing is fucking barbell curls in front of the mirror. You're not a fucking athlete. You literally exist in mainly one plane of motion. So come on, man. Even fucking CrossFitters, you're not a fucking athlete. You're simply performing exercise in the most destructive way you possibly can. If anything, you're a masochist. That's what you are. You love the pain. You love the suffering. You love the feeling that you get. You're addicted to the feeling. And I think that's something that we can talk about in another video, but just how people have become so addicted to the validation that they get from others in the same environment for pushing through the pain, the whole David Goggins fucking mentality of just, look, bro, I just ran 15 miles. I broke my fucking, my kneecaps. I had to bandage my ankles because I couldn't feel them anymore, but I just had to keep going. I had to keep going. I'm not really sure why, but I had to keep going, fucking mile 30. I had internal bleeding, but something just told me to just keep going, So it's that sort of mentality that I think is injuring, literally, it's hurting a lot of people. No pain, no gain. I mean, really? To what extent? To the point where you got to get a fucking knee replacement because you failed to actually listen to your body, and instead you were getting a bunch of shit fed to your ego by some fucking, CrossFit coach who, has had fucking three knee surgeries and a fucking torn rotator cuff because he just can't stop bench pressing. So, yeah, if you're an athlete out there and you're working with a coach that says things like, just work around the injury and, push through the pain, dude, get as far away as possible from that fucking human being. They may have good intentions, but hey, as the saying goes, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So, hey, if you wanna get injured and not be able to enjoy playing your sport, then go ahead, by all means. But for those of you out there that have a little bit more common sense, then you go ahead and follow me, and I'll be putting more videos out talking about what functional exercise actually is. If you haven't heard of functional patterns, I suggest that you look them up. I'll go ahead and put a link to their website. That's a great company to get more information about working your body in a more holistic way. And go ahead and we'll be covering everything from fitness, nutrition, circadian rhythms, evolutionary biology, and a little bit of anthropology, but it all boils down to health and fitness. So that's going to be the focus of this channel, and I hope you can have enough patience and the attention span to really tune in, because we're going to be talking about some real juicy stuff here coming up. But this is an introduction. My name is JC Diaz. I am a certified personal trainer, and I specialize in functional exercise, using a lot of the methodologies of Functional Patterns, which is a company that I've been following for a while. The founder is Nadi Aguilar, and I think he's coming out with some great approaches to exercise science. I mean, he's a pioneer in the field right now, and if you don't follow him, I suggest you go hop on his channel and see all the content that he has to offer, because it's some revolutionary stuff. So that's all I got for now. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, share with your friends. We really got to get the word out there, because the current state of health and fitness in our country and even across the world definitely needs an update. So stay tuned.